good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. Well, it has been raining through the night, and so the garden has received a good soak. I am so happy about this because it was very dry, and you could see the raindrops on my David Austin rose bush here, that it is well drenched and alive. It looks so happy, and even the alyssum. And so I am thankful for the rain, thankful for the rain here in my garden, because everything has a chance to flourish and to grow. And I did some transplanting of these bottle plants or seedlings that I had, and so I want to show you what I've done so far. And I didn't water them in, so they've received this beautiful rainwater here, but I still have some more to transplant and transfer into other pots or into the landscape, and I'm excited about that. So let me show you what I've done. So come with me as I show you the section in which I planted the seedlings from the bottle garden here, and let's just enjoy the garden together. I just wanted to show you how the seeds turned out. In the alyssum seeds turned out in this white container, and some of them germinated, some of them didn't. It was cold at certain times, and I had to keep it covered. I think the most important thing is the moisture, keeping them wet, and I had it covered so that the moisture was retained in the soil, because it's been very, very dry. So these are ready for transplanting. I'm going to figure out where I'm going to place them, but they need to come out of this container so that I can use this container for something else. So in these containers here, I have the elephant ears. So what I'm going to do is just plant these alyssum right around in this pot here with the elephant ears. And while the elephant ear will be taking its time to come up, by that time the alyssum would be a good size. So that's what I'm going to do here. It's amazing how dry everything is. Oops. So I have a few here, but that's pretty much it. I'm going to take the Chasta daisy out of this container because they're getting pretty big. I think what I want to do is direct sow this into the ground and then divide them up from there. They look pretty good. I'm going to carry it up to where the garden is in the front, or maybe by the herb tea garden area, the herbal garden area, and put them there. Let me see. Okay. The Chasta daisies feel very firm, and they look like they're well rooted in. So I'm going to carry them up and see, and just plant them in and see how they do. I'm almost kind of tempted to just leave them in the container and just put it in that area up there and let them become accustomed to being in that particular area. I'm having mixed emotions. So I think I'm going to place them right here, the Chasta daisy, because one, it's good compost, two, the soil is warm here, and I think that they'll do fine. And so I'm going to just kind of take it out. I think I'm going to leave it pretty much as whole as possible, or just divide it up into small chunks. Eventually I'm going to be able to transplant them to other parts of the garden when they get bigger. It's just, I'm looking at this as just as a holding ground for them. So if I can just ease it out as nicely as possible and kind of press it in there and cover it up here. Oh, and then as they continue to grow out, but this way they'll get more sun, they'll have to survive in the garden, and I think there are a lot of plants here. That way I won't be disturbing the roots as much, but they are having to figure life out here. So that's it. That's the, I'm just going to mark it here with this so that I'll remember what it is, I believe. I'm going to do the same thing for these forget-me-nots. I'm going to take them out because they're very yellow and put them in the same bed up there with the Chasta daisy. So this is what the forget-me-nots look like close up. I'm going to put them over there with the Chasta daisy. Now in this side garden, this side receives a lot of sun, so I am planning on planting a lot of the food in this bed here, in this area. What I have decided to do is to plant the bottle sown seedlings in this bed. So I started with the Chasta daisies here. I put it down as a clump, and what I'm hoping to do is to then, as they grow up, to separate them after they've gained maybe second or third leaves, and then I will have quite a few plants that I can put in different parts of the garden. Over here I planted in the forget-me-nots. The forget-me-not seedlings are in here, and as they grow in too, I will then transplant them and put them in different parts. Now these are chives from last year that I planted, and I'm looking forward to them blooming as well. Over there in the corner, that is the rosemary that I bought. I put it there. And here is a blueberry bush, my blueberry bush, and you could start to see blueberry flowers developing. I believe I will gain blueberries from this blueberry plant. I do love the color of the leaves, and I think that it's pretty here. My intention though for this bed is to plant my okra, the eggplants, maybe some peppers, maybe not. But eggplants definitely, to plant eggplants, to plant the okra here, and to also seed in, I'm going to plant in some marigolds as well, because I found that the marigolds really helped in this bed to keep away a lot of the bugs and things. I may also plant my cabbage in this bed as well. Over here in these pots, I have the elephant ears, and this is oregano from last year, and it's come back in the pot. I placed in these pots some of the alyssum that I had planted in the white pots, and they really responded well to the rain because I didn't water them in, and they look happy in the soil. First, I want to give you a nice overview of how the garden looks after the rain for this month of May. Everything is just more perky and alive. It is a little nippy, however, everything just looks so good. And I just love how the compost, the black compost, just is nice and deep and rich, and against the green, the fresh spring green grass and the new growth, it just makes everything come alive in the garden. I definitely love the spring season. Thank you for watching, and see you next time right here in Catherine's Garden and Home. Bye. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.